The literary canon is essentially a group of works, books, poems, plays that are considered the greatest hits of literature. These are the stories and writings that have stood the test of time, influencing generations of readers and writers. Think of it as the ultimate playlist of literature, curated by scholars, critics, and history itself. For example, Shakespeare's plays, Jane Austen's Pride and Prejudice, George Orwell's 1984. These are all part of the Western literary canon. They are taught in schools, studied in universities, and referenced in pop culture because they are seen as timeless masterpieces. How does something get into the canon? There is no official checklist, but a few factors usually come into play. Timelessness. The work has to stay relevant, even centuries after it was written. For example, Homer's The Odyssey is over 2000 years old, but its themes of heroism and homecoming still resonate today. Second, influence. The work has to shape other writers, genres, or even entire cultures. For instance, Mary Shelley's Frankenstein didn't just create the sci fi genre, it sparked debates about science, ethics, and humanity that we are still having today. Third, quality. Scholars and critics have to agree the writing is exceptional, whether it's the storytelling, language, or ideas. For example, Toni Morrison's Beloved is celebrated for its poetic prose and unflinching exploration of slavery's legacy. But here is the catch. The canon isn't fixed. It evolves over time as society changes. Books once ignored might get rediscovered while others fall out of favor. For instance, more diverse voices like Virginia Woolf and Gabriel Garcia Marquez have entered the canon in recent decades, reflecting broader perspectives. The literary canon shapes how we think about literature and whose stories get told. But here is the flip side. The canon has often been criticized for being too narrow, focused mostly on white, male European authors. That is why there is a growing push to expand it, adding voices from different cultures, genders, and backgrounds. Because every story matters. Understanding the literary canon helps us see the bigger picture of literature and life. It's not just about memorizing titles or impressing the English teacher. It's about asking whose stories are we celebrating, whose voices are missing, and why does it matter?